All right, welcome to another episode of Lifestyles. I'm your host, Craig Sewing. We put a great one together for you with all of our beautiful co-hosts. We're going all over America's finest city, from the coastal scene to the social scene, and we're going to dive into the real estate market here as well. Let's go ahead and get another episode of Lifestyles started right now.
To dive into the boating lifestyle here in San Diego. I have no idea where to start, but I'm hoping these next two guests can help me out. Reshia and Seth, thank you so much for having me here today.
Yeah.
Seth, you are always all around San Diego.
Yep.
So where are we today?
So yeah, we're in Point Loma, which is really sits at the crux of where everything is happening, right? From Guarnotta to the bridge to the Embarcadero district that's being redeveloped, all the way to San Diego International Airport, which is one of the few airports in a downtown in the world. Then to Harbor and then Shelter Island, which are known for the Marines and this nautical lifestyle, which is where 1235 Shafter sits, better known as the Thork House.
The Thork House.
The Thork House.
Okay, wait. This is your guys' whisper campaign, isn't it?
Yep.
Okay, I have been getting hundreds of calls about it. People want to know what's going on.
Well, this property is so significant that Seth had the great idea of we don't really need to do anything in the very beginning. We just need to let people know that it's going to be available soon.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, and it's cool. I mean, we probably have like 8,000 or 9,000 views nationally of the campaign. I think it's cool because, you know, Brian Thork is better known for creating some of the projects that kind of change the face of cities. You ladies will love this. He built the high-rise that's very well known for 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh.
Escala
in downtown Seattle.
Noted.
I've never seen it, but I walked up on women reading the book who were very frightened when I came up to that. Slamming really fast. Yeah. But yeah, he created some really iconic properties, and this is his primary residence. So this is his principal, and you do the best with your own home.
Right, so it was originally his office space. So the entire building, it's about 7,000 square feet, not including the rooftop deck. But what he did with this was he kept the entire lower level, which is about 3,500 square feet plus, as all commercial spaces. So right now it's divided with 3 different commercial spaces, and then upstairs is, I don't even know if I'd want to call it like a penthouse style. Like, it's just super dialed in, and that's where he lived. And so when you look at even the tile that he chose, this tile that's something on the floor that somebody would pay thousands and thousands of dollars just to have on their kitchen counter. I mean, these are the type of finishes that he selected for his own home. So this home is super dialed in.
Oh my gosh, and he has created a ton of things. We were looking at his architecture book earlier.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of really unique styles that he does.
Right, yeah, it's amazing. So he really takes a lot of different inspiration from his travels. So he'll go out and he'll travel, and then he'll take the inspiration from there, the color. He uses lots of color. It's really neat.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's kind of bridging the gap where, you know, obviously since the Spanish colonial revival architecture that became so, you know, famous here in Southern California. I think San Diego is really well known for the Spanish architecture, to the mid-century, to now when there's this resurgence of contemporary architecture. He kind of bridges the gap, which isn't always balanced well between doing like a Spanish contemporary, but he's created a lot of projects that have fetched huge sales prices, which obviously denote like they're very in demand. And this is kind of in that contemporary look. Everything's got a very strong color tone to it. But it's very bold, like you know it's there, and it's something that if you're in Shelter Island and you're on a boat and you're looking back at the coastline, you're gonna know what you're looking at. It's a very famous property.
I love that. I want to talk a little bit, so if somebody purchases this property, what kind of lifestyle are they expecting to have?
I mean, you and I were kind of talking about that, like who is the buyer for this home? And really it could be anyone from somebody that wants to have their own business, you know, downstairs to have either a storefront or a retail office space, to somebody who wants to look for a good investment where they can actually rent out the entire lower level and have that income coming in. So imagine a property that's your primary residence, that you are like not even a block away from the bay, from the actual water. Like you could throw something in the water. And then also having that rooftop deck that's the same footprint as every single level, it's 3 levels, then I mean, really I think you're gonna get so much more value doing it that way, because it's almost like a good investment opportunity, period, or you could just use it again, like your office space.
The income's incredible because people pay huge premiums for office and commercial space this close to the waterfront. Obviously, it's an incredibly affluent part of San Diego County, but there are very few, if you think about it, if you look up the California coastline, there's very few places where you can have a boat in front of your property. And this doesn't have its own private dock, but the harbor is right in front of you. You can literally, you know, come back from Hawaii, right, over the weekend.
No big deal.
Yeah, it might take a little bit longer than a weekend, but pull your boat in, walk off your boat, and walk right to your home. I mean, it's very rare in California that you have that lifestyle opportunity. Here in Newport Beach, Guarnotta, there's very few data points where you can have that kind of really cool, truly nautical lifestyle, which is why we wanted to show off that nautical lifestyle when we talk about it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that's amazing. And Reshia, I'm excited. Hopefully I get like an insider look. How do I get that on the house?
Yeah, no, so we'll slowly be whispering, or how do we slowly leak it? I don't know like the right word for that, but yeah, we'll get it out there. It's gonna be launched pretty soon here, so.
I think this lifestyle sounds really cool, but I would be more impressed with you guys if you actually showed it to me.
Do you think we can arrange that? I mean,
yeah, I think I know somebody who knows somebody who has a boat.
Oh, let's head out there and let's go check it out then.
I'd love it. Let's show it to you.
Loma, I think that this is truly the way to showcase this area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so especially because where we're at right now, just like staring at the Thork house.
I think it's great. So we're on a yacht.
Yes, we're on a yacht.
Difference between a boat and a yacht?
About 30 feet in this particular case. And that actually dovetails really well into this point that's why 1235 Chapter, the Thork house, is such an important house, is you're in a section of the marina where you see the biggest yachts, the most beautiful sailboats. And so, you know, that's what makes this area so special, is you not only have that yachting lifestyle, every single morning when you wake up, you roll over with your head still on the pillow and you can see a row of beautiful boats.
I love San Diego, but I think I'm also falling in love with the Thork house very, very fast.
Yeah.
Well, if I had a cocktail, I'd say cheers, but high fives around. Thanks for having us out
Cool.
here. Yes. Thank you.
As a real estate professional, there are only so many hours of the day, which means efficiency is more than a buzzword. It's a daily necessity. 2 tools from First American Title can help you keep on top of your transactions, either at your desktop or on the go. My First Am puts comprehensive property data at your fingertips, where you can review recorded documents, past transactions, or locate comparable sales quickly and easily. Cost First can also ensure you have 24/7 access to closing costs data, allowing you to generate net sheets, calculate fees, update documents, or email, print, or save your reports, along with TRID calculation and consummation date timeframes. Each sale includes a number of stages to manage, each with the possibility to delay a closing or derail it altogether. Let Cost First and My First Am keep your transactions on track. Contact your local First American representative to get started today.
I'm Lili Fifield, and today we're in beautiful Santa Luz. Although I'm surrounded by these gorgeous properties that are luxury homes, I have to tell you there is a lot of hard work that goes on in making sure they're showcased and ready to sell. I have 2 experts that are going to tell me all about it. Thank you for having us here today. This property is beautiful. As I was coming up the hill, it has amazing sights just from this point right here. I think it's perfect that you brought us here today. Tell us a little bit about this property.
Well, this is actually a very special property situated in the private gated golf course community of Santa Luz, one of San Diego's premier golf course communities. And what I love about this particular property is that it's resting on one of the highest elevations in the neighborhood, and you have unbelievably panoramic views from virtually every room in the house. We're sitting outside by the pool, and directly behind us you can see everything from really Catalina Island all the way down to La Jolla.
Catalina.
It's unbelievable. When we get great Santa Anas and we get the great views, the sunsets are absolutely breathtaking. You're just the best that you're going to get in San Diego.
Sounds amazing, and you brought a friend along today.
I did. Brent Haywood with Brent Haywood Photography is a close friend of mine, and we use him exclusively to showcase our luxury properties throughout San Diego. And what I love about what Brent does and what he brings to our business is that he's always on the cutting edge of technology. He's always pushing the limits on what we can do, ideas and different things to showcase properties in a different light and in a different way to capture the audience that we're really looking for these high-end custom estates.
I can imagine, and as I was coming up this hill right here, I honestly kept thinking, I hope this is the property. I really wanted to make sure I went all the way up the hill to get this beautiful view, and I can imagine with this view that we have here, it must be pretty easy for you, Brent.
It actually is. On a home this level, and most of the houses that we shoot for Kip are, I mean, they're stunning, they're exquisite. There's features all over the place, and really what you have a difficult time is paring down what to focus on, because there is so much to shoot. And on a house like this, you know, we've done video, drone, 3D Matterport, and a daytime and an evening photo shoot on it, and that's what it takes to cover a home like this at this level. But like Kip said, and if you look behind us, the view is stunning out of almost all of the rooms in this house, and the way it was situated, it was just laid out to play to the view all the way down towards Del Mar to the beach.
I have to agree. I was walking a bit through the house, and like you said, it's laid out just perfectly. There's nothing obstructing your view from this point here. And Kip, you mentioned that, you know, Brent, he's a pro in this industry, and he always tells a story. Is that maybe one of the reasons you guys do an evening and a day shoot, or how does that work?
So on a house at this caliber, it requires a split shoot. There's so many features to the home that are going to look stunning or exceptional during the day, and then there's a separate part of the house that's going to look equally stunning but at twilight. So we typically break a home up like this so that we can capture the beauty of each one of those components or parts of the house. And one's not going to look, it's not always going to look great during the day and in the evening. For instance, the view behind us in about 2 hours is just going to be, you know, off the charts.
Yeah.
Where at 10 o'clock in the morning it may not be. So timing's critical. Kip and I frequently have basically a meeting about the property and its attributes, and we sit down and break out a timeline on how it should be shot. And every property is different.
Yeah, it is, and my belief is, and one of the things that I really appreciate about Brent is at this level you're really selling lifestyle. And every home has a story, regardless of its price point, but when you get into the higher end estates and the luxury properties, to really capture that lifestyle and the soul of the home, you really need video, photos, drone, 3D Matterport throughout the day. Because light's going to transition in different rooms, the views are going to change. What's great about this particular property is that it has more of an east-west orientation, and so you get amazing sunrises and just breathtaking sunsets. And what's great about what Brent does is he can kind of articulate kind of that message and that soul in everything that he does. Because one of the things that we really kind of strive to do for our clients, which most real estate agents don't do, is we create an incredible array of marketing, both digital and print advertising for our properties that is global. And so without having those assets, most real estate agents will hire a photographer and they'll get 10, 15, maybe 20 photos. When we do a shoot like this, we're looking at probably 75 to 120 photos. And we'll showcase them on social media, on websites throughout the US, Canada, Mexico, internationally, in China, Asia, all over the place. And so there's something for everybody. And without having somebody like Brent that really understands how you market internationally, it's really difficult to really tell a story.
You know, I have to agree because like you said, it's a lifestyle. So your job is not only to make sure you cover everything, but for some of your clients possibly that are internationally, you have to cover everything. So they don't have any thoughts of, you know, what might happen if we're there in the evening and the neighborhood and how it looks. So I imagine you cover all of that. We have a beautiful golf course here, so the drone images probably capture everything around, not just the home.
Yeah, one of the key things about from the lifestyle thing is most clients actually buy the home based on lifestyle or the area, and then they go and find a home that fits that lifestyle. So they'll call up Kip and say, hey, we're looking for XYZ to fulfill our lifestyle needs, and then Kip's role is to actually go find that community or that house to fulfill it. Most people think it's the other way around, but it really isn't. It's a lifestyle first, and then typically it's the structure second.
Yeah, I can imagine. And we have this home here for sale today. How are the markets doing in this area?
The real estate market in San Diego is doing incredible. We typically start to see a seasonal lull in November and December, but fortunately enough, we really haven't seen that. Actually, we've seen a spike in the market. We've seen a lot more activity. We've seen some houses come off the market, which typically happens during the holiday season, but we're seeing a huge influx of buyers. And I think there's a lot of confidence in the economy. What we are seeing is a majority of people that are coming into Southern California to buy luxury properties, they're in a position in their life where they've sold a company, they are transitioning as an executive, and they want to be able to enjoy the fruits of their labor. And so for a home like this, one of the beautiful things about it is that we're surrounded by $7, $10, $20 million properties. And this particular property, due to the fact that it's a little bit smaller, it's only 5,500 square feet, if you want to call that smaller. This home is priced unbelievably well for the view that you get. We're priced just over $3.1 million. And in this particular market, if this was just a vacant piece of land right now, this land would ultimately run probably around $2.8 million if someone were to buy it and be able to develop it. And so you are an exclusive area, an exclusive neighborhood, and someone's going to get an unbelievable value for this property.
I completely agree. And you said the economy's strong, hopefully some good offers out there, and it's going to continue onto the next year. Some positive outlook for the next year for us.
Absolutely.
Okay, well, thank you very much for, bringing Brent, and of course, thank you for having us here. I'm really excited to see everything you're going to be highlighting.
Yeah, thank you. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much.
Johnny, you won! You won! Grandma?
There are certain times in life when you need a neutral third party to call the shots.
I wasn't ready. I know, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't, you hear me?
Keep it fair. Choose Oakwood Escrow.
No matter what age you are, it's safe to say that we all love the smell and taste of fresh baked cookies. Today, I am at one of the most innovative and rapidly expanding cookie companies in San Diego. We are here in Carlsbad to live the sweet life. Here with the always incredible and one of my great friends, Jesse Salas of Harcourt's Real Estate. Jesse, we're talking cookies today, so thank you so much for bringing me here.
Somebody has to do it, right?
Yes. It's a hard job. I'm glad I got to do it.
Well, welcome to Carlsbad. We're at one of my near dear and one of the most incredible cookie shops here in San Diego County, Cravory Cookies in Carlsbad, Bressi Ranch. And this is Ashley, the store manager.
Hi, Ashley.
Hi.
Thanks for having us today.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
So tell me a little bit about what Cravory Cookies is.
So the Cravory Cookies is a gourmet cookie shop. We actually started out doing farmers markets, expanded that in San Diego, and now we have 2 locations in Point Loma and Carlsbad.
That's incredible. So Jesse, you were telling me that your kind of relationship, if you want to say back, goes way back with Cravory Cookies, and she mentioned a little bit of farmers market. How did you come to find Cravory cookies?
It goes way back, right? Farmers Market, Hillcrest. I remember seeing your booths, Cravory cookies, and walking past them saying, wow, those look like some amazing cookies, had a couple samples. From then I was hooked. And it was kind of funny to see it evolve over the years, see it evolve from the Farmers Market, and then eventually move to networking meetings. I ran into some of your reps there, and then eventually now starting to incorporate Cravory cookies into not only my own personal life, but also my professional life.
So you were saying that a lot of times you bring the cookies to clients, a little bit of everything for your real estate business?
Exactly. So Cravory cookies, I love it, right? Near and dear to myself, my friends, my family, but each and every one of my clients also get a box of Cravory cookies. When a buyer, for example, when a buyer gets an offer accepted, it's an exciting time. So what we'll do is we'll take a box, which is beautifully branded with our information, our team name and our logo, and we'll send it to their workplace. And of course, what I like to, everybody knows a cookie puts a smile on your face when you bite into it. But Cravory cookies, the look, the branding, the presentation, it's just amazing. It's eye-catching, it's jaw-dropping. So with Cravory cookies, I think that smile doesn't necessarily start with a bite. It starts when they receive that box of cookies. And of course, if it's at the office, they have a lot of really quick friends and fans really fast, right?
So Ashley, let's talk about, you kind of came from that grassroots, start at the farmer's market. How did the cookies, how do you decide the concept, the flavors, how did that all come about?
Every month we have 6 new flavors. And so we actually have a little tasting. We've got 15 different flavors that our chefs actually create.
We weren't invited.
And so we'll actually do a little tasting and almost do like a contest, like a baking challenge on Food Network, and we taste them and we curate like a perfect amount of flavors. Not only visually, you have like all these different colors, but different textures. So you have some crunchy flavors, you have some soft flavors, and you have some like red ones and green ones for the holidays, or like some brightly colored yellow ones and green ones for the spring.
So it's not just a look, it's the smell, it's the taste, it's hitting all senses.
It's everything.
It's a total experience.
Yes. What is your client's favorite, you think? What's the #1 cookie?
I would say our client's favorite cookie is the birthday cake or the lemon bar. They're just like classic flavors, little twist on the classic flavor.
How about you personally?
Me personally, lemon bar and almond joy.
That's my favorite, lemon bar. Lemon bar, absolute
favorite. So it's safe to say we're going to try the lemon bar today,
definitely,
right?
Definitely.
So I do have to ask you both a question. So when you're making cookies, you have those key ingredients that never really change. What would you say your key ingredients in your businesses are? You're never going to change them, never going to compromise. What makes you special?
For here at the Cravory, we like to be part of the community. So we're constantly doing events in the area. We work with a lot of local high schoolers. We actually are doing a fun event with a high school in Escondido where they actually get to create their own flavors, and we're doing a contest.
Oh, wow.
So one of the biggest things about the Cravory is we're not just here to have cookies for like people who walk by. We want to be like involved with the community and doing events.
I love it. How about you, Jesse?
That's great. Well, I think for us, right, there's a lot of good real estate agents out there, a lot of great teams, but to really impress people is important, right? To go that extra step. So to show up with Cravory cookies, right? How can you not look impressive going that route?
You walk in with an office with like a teal box, they know exactly what you're getting.
If they can't see it, they can smell it.
Yeah,
exactly. And I know, Jesse, you do a lot of business everywhere too. So you guys have a store in Point Loma, you've had listings in Point Loma, and you do have one just right up the road here, right? Oceanside?
Yeah, I do actually. We have an amazing property that we just took on, 1070 Village Drive. It's a 2012 built, stunning home right off of Arrowhead Golf Course. If you haven't played Arrowhead Golf Course, it's a great course, but the home is stunning. 5 bedrooms, right under 4,000 square feet. It's going to be listed at $950,000. That client also just received a box of our cookies. So yeah, kind of funny that we can tie that in.
You need to be a client just for the cookies.
I think so. I'm sure we can send you a box.
So maybe we can work something out where we can try to create like a Team Avanti cookie, right? Team Harcourt.
There we go. I like that Harcourt's cookie. I mean, we've done so much. It started with me incorporating the cookies for my own local business, but our company now has taken that on. Harcourt's Auctions started getting cookies with Harcourt's Auctions logos on them and putting them at all of our auction events. So it's just grown.
Brilliant.
Escrow company, title companies, lenders, insurance companies, you name it. It's a great way to get your information out there and put a smile on the face.
So for those who don't know, what exactly, how do you get your branding on a cookie?
So it's super simple. You just send us your logo and we print it on a sticker, and then we put that right on top of the cookie.
Oh, that's awesome. You guys just did an incredible contest. I wish I could have entered. Tell me a little about what just happened.
So on our Instagram, we did a little contest, and you actually got to win a free year of cookies.
That's awesome.
Amazing contest, right? And if you're not following Cravory on social media, you got to follow. They have some great content and a lot of giveaways, right?
Tons
Free
of
cookies for a year, amazing.
Right.
But one great thing that Cravory is doing for our lifestyle viewers here is if you come into the store and you mention Harcourt's Real Estate, you'll get 15% off of any order.
Wow.
So thank you, Cravory.
Thank you so much.
Way to fill our bellies at a discount. I love it.
But you guys also, you're not just cookies. So what else do you guys have here?
So here we actually have coffee, we have ice cream. You can do ice cream sandwiches, ice cream sundaes. We actually have my favorite dessert. It's called an affogato, and it's a scoop of ice cream with a warmed up cookie toasted, and you can put toppings on it if you like, and then a shot of espresso right over it to like give it that like nice melty.
Speaking my language.
Yeah. just take this whole store and put it in a mug and pour some coffee over it, and I'm set.
Now let's not forget, you guys have flavored milk too, right? And just hearing that to me,
what is flavored milk?
Explain
So we have quite a few flavors for our flavored milks. We have our taro, we have cookies and cream, we have my favorite caramel, and then we also have Nutella.
Wow.
Yeah.
So where did the flavored milk concept come from?
You know, a lot of cookies and milk go together. So we decided, you know, if we're doing so many crazy flavors with our cookies, let's do crazy flavors with our milks.
Yeah.
And so they just pair really well together.
Great way to separate yourself from the competition.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're not just a cookie shop.
Well, I'm looking forward to coming back and trying every month the new flavor. So, Ashley, thank you so much for having us. And Jesse, keep them coming. I will go to any cookie shop you want.
No, thank you, Tawnie, and thank you, Cravory.
As a real estate professional, there are only so many hours of the day, which means efficiency is more than a buzzword. It's a daily necessity. 2 tools from First American Title can help you keep on top of your transactions, either at your desktop or on the go. My First Am puts comprehensive property data at your fingertips, where you can review recorded documents, past transactions, or locate comparable sales quickly and easily. Cost First can also ensure you have 24/7 access to closing costs data, allowing you to generate net sheets, calculate fees, update documents, or email, print, or save your reports, along with TRID calculation and consummation date timeframes. Each sale includes a number of stages to manage, each with the possibility to delay a closing or derail it altogether. Let Cost First and My First Am keep your transactions on track. Contact your local First American representative to get started today.
All right, that's all for Lifestyle, celebrating America's finest city. Thank you so much for tuning in with us every weekend. And don't forget, you can engage in the conversation as well. Would love for you to follow us on social media, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're active on all of it, celebrating the greatest city in the greatest country on the planet. I'm your host, Craig Sowing. We'll see you next week. Thanks for tuning in.